Hey there thinkers, welcome back to Critical Hit. My name is Est, and in this video I'm going to give my thoughts about the new Doctor Who shenanigans. So let's get into it, shall we? Just a few weeks ago, the newly introduced Doctor Who companion shamelessly bragged about the upcoming season's supposed social importance, all in an attempt to pander to the so-called modern audience. Well, that vain virtue signaling didn't save her from the offhand firing. She wasn't just let go, she was humiliated, tossed aside, like yesterday's news. As if that wasn't sufficient enough, the diversion media complex, exactly as expected, didn't miss a beat. In practically no time, the bits of hearsay about the dismissal of Doctor Who's companion, played by Millie Gibson, was not only affirmed by the trades, also to make an already difficult situation worse, her replacement, Vada Suith,
nailed it,
of Andor fame, on the off chance that you can call it fame, considering barely anybody watched the Star Wars series on Disney+, she was officially declared the new companion. Now, what makes this situation even more baffling is that the entire first season with the new Doctor is already wrapped up, set to grace the screens in May. But no, the audience mustn't get too attached to Millie's character, because despite her feeble attempts to integrate herself by promising a profound exploration of identity and social justice in the upcoming season, she's unfortunately out. Why was she removed? Well, that still remains a mystery. Feel free to speculate in the comments, but one can't help but hope she did something utterly appalling, because the showrunner, Russell T. Davies, apparently made the call for her departure. In simpler terms, she was fired. The reason for her dismissal? Nobody knows, and the lack of information invites a very unsettling speculation. Okay, the humiliation does not end there. The production team is so confident that the audience is going to swiftly forget Millie Gibson that they've already been celebrating the arrival of a new companion, Vada Sethu. I mean, how exciting. Russell, the cast, the crew, the BBC, and the Daily Mirror have all decided in their unintentional coordination through unfiltered leaks that Millie is forgettable. Not exactly a stellar promotional strategy for the upcoming season, and certainly devastating for a young actress. Okay, I do want to talk about one thing before we move on. So, Doctor Who universe has Georgia Tennant, the spouse of David Tennant, the 10th and 14th Doctor. She, as of late, was confronted by cancel culture on X, not really for effectively supporting Israel, but rather for neglecting to denounce it. The wrongdoing being blamed for Zionism. This is somebody who recently made a special effort to virtue signal adherence to each great and policy-centered issue supported by the cancel culture. However, that's in vain at this point. She's associated with thought crime, and there's no mercy for her. David Tennant better tread carefully, for being merely associated with her could make him the next target. This is the consequence of catering to the modern audience, as David Tennant has done. And it's not just about Doctor Who or his past statements, it's also about his enthusiastic embrace of the current year virtue signaling, exemplified in the 2021 adaptation of Around the World in 80 Days. The miniseries, courtesy of BBC, took supervision to unreasonable levels. They wanted to give a contemporary slant, a modern identity, and a modern sensibility, they say. In reality, it turns classical literature into travesties, akin to what Rian Johnson did to the Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi. The madness in it is beyond belief, and they shouldn't ask you to endure it. The complete lack of transparency regarding Millie's dismissal only deepens the disappointment, leaving fans grasping for explanations that may never come. The celebration of a new companion, Vada Sethu, feels more like a hurried distraction than an actual genuine cause for excitement. In the face of Georgia Tennant's encounter with cancel culture, the atmosphere around Doctor Who grows heavier. The consequences of catering to modern audience manifest in the unsettling shadows cast upon David Tennant, a stark reminder that even the most celebrated figures are not immune to the whims of fleeting ideologies. As we reflect on the recent events, it's hard not to mourn the lost potential of the shattered expectations. The once beloved Doctor Who universe seems to navigate treacherous waters, and the promise of a captivating journey becomes bogged down in a disappointment of unfulfilled narratives. In this ever-changing saga where controversy and subversion reign, we can't help but wonder if the show's legacy will forever be altered. For now, we will reluctantly bid farewell to what once was, grappling with uncertainty of what lies ahead. Until the next chapter unfolds, disappointment echoes throughout time and space within Doctor Who's universe. And so, dear thinkers, as we find ourselves stranded in a TARDIS of disappointment, let me know your expectations for the next chapter in the Whoverse down in the comments. And if you made it this far, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified for our next video. Well, my name is Est, and I will see you in the next one. Toodles!